Alright, today is July 8th, 2024. It's about 4:54 p.m. in the afternoon. We are at Dozier Pines, LLC. So the building's right here. We're on building 1. You can see hail hit marked right here. Hail hit marked right here. On this building, you had paid for the whole rear slopes. And then repairs on the front, but again, your estimate did not list where any repairs are on the front. There's hail damage all over the front of the roof too, so and there's hundreds of hail hits, so we're just going to pick 2 of the hail hits because your estimate did not specify where out on here those shingles were. As you notice too, there is no ridge vent, so it does have the felt overlap that you'll have to come into the front slope from the rear slope in the first place. But we are going to replace this shingle, pull the shingle sample as well. That will be sent off for testing. As you can see, there's no creasing in the shingles currently. No delamination. Delaminated shingles are all stuck down tight. So you can see the hail hit right there, impacted granulars. Soft impacted granulars. So again, we'll be taking this shingle out to check the pliability, as well as take the sample to send off for testing. Alright, so we'll start by unsealing the shingle. Shingle is sealed down pretty tight, so we're having to be as careful as we can, but at the same time, got to put some force in here to get this thing unsealed. Oh, there's a rip right there. So as you can see, the shingle, just trying to get it unsealed, and again, we're being very careful as we possibly can, has already ripped through. So it already is not coming unglued. Alright, so we got the shingle up. Now we got to get this shingle up above as well, because the nails are up there. Shingle is very bonded down. Oh. Oh, there's another one. You can see right here. Push through. There's a rip right there. Alright, so we already have a rip right here. Already have a rip right here. Alright. Let's take these nails out. Alright, so we got all the nails out of that first run of shingles. As you can see, It's still locked down. So we got all the nails out of this run. We're gonna have to undo this third run above. So we're gonna have to unseal both these two shingles up here. Oh, it just ripped right there too. So take in mind too, it is 90 something degrees out here. So these shingles should be at the utmost peak of pliability. It's very hot. They are made of asphalt, so asphalt should get a little bit softer and a more maneuverable and pliable when it's hot. And you can clearly see it's probably about the hottest part of the day, and these shingles are still failing. So we have, start back, one rip right here, another rip right here, another rip right here. So several rips so far. Shingle is out now. Not to mention, let's look at the mat transfer that was created. Let's look at all the mat transfer. It's actually ripped out holes and chunks of the shingles. Indented all right there. So the very, very bad mat transfer from taking that shingle out. Get this GoPro back on my head. We'll continue with the repair test. I do have the brand new laminate shingle here. And the shingle's a little short. So, not to mention the several areas of tearing of the shingle, the mat transfer. As you can see here, there's a whole gap in between this shingle and the other shingle. About a 1/4 inch gap. You can see every other shingle is touching just like they're supposed to all together, and this has a gap right here. So you can see below how shingles touch. And then there's a big gap right here. So we got about a 1/4 inch gap. So the shingle is too short. The current shingle on the roof is a longer exposure. Most likely that means that this shingle on this roof is discontinued. That's why we pulled a sample as well, so we could get all that sent off to NTS to see exactly what kind of shingle it is. But now we're gonna go back, reinstall the nails. As you can see, we are on a laminated shingle, so no, we do not have a roof snake. A roof snake, if you read the packaging, clearly says for a 3-tab shingle only, and this is a laminated shingle, so no, we will not be using a roof snake tool on this repair test, as it is not made for a laminated shingle. Again, that's not coming from us, that is from the manufacturers of the roof snake. It says that on their documentation. We will happily send in that documentation to the claim file as well. I have a square here. 45 degrees is the halfway point, so 45 degrees. I know State Farm does not like the shingle lifted up past 45 degrees, so just for an example, there's exactly 45 degrees, and as you can see, you see the little green line, the nailing strip is right above that. So for you to swing the hammer down, it is not meeting the nail strip. You will have to go lift the shingle higher to be able to swing down flush to get the shingle in the nail strip right there for proper installation of the nail. So we will go back now and we will get all these nails put back in. Rip on that shingle. Again, try not to lift it up past 45 degrees like State Farm likes, but that's what happens when you don't lift the shingle up high enough. You're trying to nail back into this space, so you end up hitting the edge of the shingle, and if the shingle was pliable and new, it wouldn't have torn it like that. Another point for the failed repair. Alright, so all the nails have been reinstalled. And we're going to point out all the damages now. So we have this torn shingle right here. Alright, we have this torn shingle right here. We have the edge of this shingle that was torn. We have creasing starting to happen right here. We have delamination. Currently those are starting to lift up, and there's a crease right there as well. That shingle is still sealed down. The edge of that shingle was tore. Crease starting to happen right there. So there's several points of failing, not to mention all the mat transfer underneath there. So DL stands for delamination. You had 2 shingles that were delaminated. C/T equals crease tear. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then DL stands for, or no, sorry, not DL, MT, mat transfer. That was 1. So 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 damaged shingles or tabs around here that have been damaged from replacing this 1 shingle. Again, the mat transfer, the delamination, the creasing, the tears of the shingles, not to mention the shingle is too short, so the length does not match up as well. So this would be a failed repair. again, created a lot of additional damage. We were as easy as we could. I mean, this is a 15-minute video to replace one shingle, so we were very easy, creasing, tearing, delaminating, I mean the whole 9 yards. So it's a failed repair.